Hello, YouTube fans. BGN 1990 coming at you with another What Drives Me Up the Wall. But before I do this, I want to leave a little disclaimer. All my previous What Drives Me Up the Wall videos are going to be called Wdmutw, which means what drives me up the wall. I'm going to start renaming those videos to show the category so that way I can add what each video of what drives me up the wall said topic is about, so that way people will know, oh, what drives them up the wall this time. I'm gonna now have titles for you, so yeah, I will do anything to help my fans of this YouTube channel, and thank you for watching. Here I go. Here's another What Drives Me Up the Wall. And this is going to be a doozy, so sit back, relax, here I go. You know what drives me up the wall? The Nickelodeon. Let me rephrase that. The episode of the Nickelodeon cartoon, The Loud House. The episode No Such Luck. Or as based on what I heard, what is known as the worst episode of The Loud House. Now, I'm not gonna say I hate this episode. You know, after watching like Phineas and Ferb and The Loud House, I don't think there's such a thing as a bad episode. I just think there's a thing as a badly written episode, and whoever thought of this episode, what the hell were they thinking? For those of you who've never seen this episode, I won't go through the whole episode for you, but I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. Thanks to the athletic sister Lynn, the whole family thinks Lincoln is bad luck. Dun dun dun. So they don't let him be in activities and go with him. They don't let Lincoln go with them to certain activities, and at first Lincoln's fine with it because he gets a little overwhelmed. I mean, he loves his family, but having 10 sisters, he gets a little overwhelmed with all these events and stuff. Well, it kind of starts to get a little depressing for him when they start not letting him go to fun events like the movies, etc. It just... And then, oh Lord, they make him, well, towards the end of the episode, Lincoln wants to go to one of Lynn's games, and he dresses up in a squirrel costume. Well, come to find out, Lynn does just fine at her game. She wins, and and Lincoln reveals himself in the squirrel costume, and then they apologize to him, and it is revealed that Lincoln's parents sell his bedroom furniture, and the last scene of this gem of an episode, Lincoln's dressed as a squirrel, and they are all at the beach, and Lola tells him keep the squirrel on. I think it was because they don't want to get attacked by a shark, stung by a jellyfish, etc. Here's what drives me up the wall. What in the hell was Nickelodeon thinking putting this badly written episode on the air? It made Lincoln's family look like jerk-face meanies. It was thanks to that stupid episode the wonderful, I repeat, wonderful parents Rita Loud and Lynn Sr. are labeled as abusive parents on TV tropes. Are they perfect? No, but you know, for a family with 11 kids, and all of them, except one, are girls, I think they do a fine, good job. At least they're there for their kids. I mean, come on. I've seen parents who won't even be there, who are not even there if they just had one kid. These parents do their damn best, damn it. And because of this stupid episode, they're labeled as abusive. Here's what I think they should do. I think Nickelodeon should just pull this episode. I'm kind of surprised that, like, the people who prevent, like, child abuse or something hasn't gone against Nickelodeon and, like, pull this episode. But yeah, I want a new beach episode, a proper beach episode, not one with the last scene of all the Louds on the beach and Lincoln has to stay away from them and a damn squirrel cousin. And whoever thought of having this fucking episode written needs to be fired. Not only fired as in lose his or her job, but fired from a cannon out the window. Okay, I'm sorry, that is way too harsh, but just maybe let me rephrase that. Maybe not out the window, but yeah, fired from a cannon, but make sure just to teach them a lesson. They like have like a really nice padding they can land on because I don't want anyone to get killed. I mean, actually, forget about the fired from the cannon. Just why did I say that? Just because they made Lincoln suffer doesn't mean they should suffer. You know what? Maybe they shouldn't even. Yeah, they should have been fired because this episode was a horrible, 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 horrible written episode. They made Lincoln's parents and his whole family look terrible. It just. What were you thinking to whoever wrote this badly written episode? I'm sorry, I have to say it. And if anyone is offended by some of the stuff I said, I'm sorry, but it had to be said. It just, I have always considered, ever since I first started watching this show, I think The Loud House is the best thing Nickelodeon's ever brought out since their Rugrats days, and I'm gonna be honest. Please don't hate me, but hear me out. I think The Loud House is better than Phineas and Ferb. There, I said it. Now, before you start looking up how to form an angry mob, hear me out. Phineas and Ferb will always be a classic to me, but the reason I think The Loud House is better is, how can I put this nicely? Phineas and Ferb was kinda, what's the word I'm looking for? Predictable. Like once I told my sister there was a new episode recently, and she said, "What did Phineas and Ferb build this time?" Yeah, I mean, pretty much every episode they build something. It well, I mean, I love the projects they build. I mean, I think there are so many good ones I can't choose a favorite. But here's another main reason I think it's better. They made a show with 10 sisters. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're awesome characters. I mean, Lori, Lenny, Luna, Luann, Lynn, Lucy, Lana, Lola, Lisa, Lily are awesome in their own ways. And how can anyone hate them? I mean, yeah, they're not perfect, but they're awesome. Now, and then there's Phineas and Ferb, where the only sister they have, Candace, is like nails on a chalkboard. I'm not saying I hate Candace, because I don't hate Candace, it's just she's like nails on a chalkboard. I mean, come on. But yeah, that's what drives me up the wall. The episode of The Loud House, no such luck. Oh, and to add insult to injury, this episode will be 10 years old next year. It came out on March 13th of 2017. Well, you know what? I don't know what the future holds for Loud House, and like I said in the 10th anniversary episode, I hope this show goes on forever. Well, let me rephrase that. Show's legacy goes on forever, and you know what? Uh, like I said, I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully future episodes, they'll make them better than this badly written travesty. No such luck. Well, anyway, I know this wasn't no long what drives me up the wall, but you know what? I've been wanting to do this. I had to do it. And just, if I offended anyone, I apologize, but I had to say it. Excuse me. Well, anyway, that's what drives me up the wall. Please join me again very, very soon. Be safe out there. Thank you very much. God bless. Good night.